Welcome to the Temple of Olympus. My name is Cyrus. I am the Temple Magus and Lineage Authority here at the Temple of Olympus. And today I'm going to be talking about the Great Solar Flash. Simply put, in a nutshell, this Great Solar Flash, in a way, is a DNA reset. It's a holographic reset for this planet. It's going to purge everything in the lower astral planes. All the gangster stuff, all the human sacrifices, cannibalism, all the fallen practices, all the fallen stuff, the old Babylon system, all that medieval bullshit. It's all going to be obliterated. There are a lot of misconceptions revolving around the Great Solar Flash and what people think it is. But I'm here to tell you today what this event, what this cosmic cycle truly is. I'm here to share the truth of the matter, to give clarity, and to share what I know regarding this event. First and foremost, the Great Solar Flash has already happened. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. It's already happened, and it's something that is taking place in waves. It has been designed to be this way so that we can survive. If we were to take on the full blast of this solar flash, if you will, our bodies would, I wouldn't say disintegrate, but dematerialize from this state of physicality into a different one. And the state of physicality in which this solar body exists is very blissful. So I've experienced this solar body from the Great Solar Flash. It's something people can't attune themselves to, and it is very blissful. And it is probably something I would call heaven. It is definitely a heaven-like existence. It is odd in the sense where it feels like your entire body is folding up into your pineal gland, and now you're just a giant head. But your whole body is also in your head. So it's very interesting in that sense. We don't feel our bodies the same way we do now. But this type of body, human body, has existed in the past. And this is when Adam and Eve were first created, if you will. Adam, or Adamu, was a being genetically engineered, if you will, by the Anunnaki. And Adam had a very solid light body. And in this light body, you don't really need anything. Everything is already fulfilled. You're living as this luminous solar body. And there's no death. There's no need for anything. So it is a very blissful state overall. This energy you feel from the Great Solar Flash and how it interacts with the solar body. That's something we're going to be living in once this event fully takes place on our planet. And let me tell you, there are a lot of people that do not want you to tap into this energy or this solar body. I've experienced what it feels like to be in the solar body myself, and I'll be honest, it is very surreal and blissful. But it does take practice. It does take a lot of multi-dimensional attunements. The best way I could describe it is everything below your head is, in a way, the fallen reality. And everything below your head, your neck, your chest, your legs, your feet, and even the earth itself folds back into your head. And then you become this solar body, this golden body in the center of your head. The whole planet becomes your head in a way, and you just become this solar body that's living in the center of your head, or the center of the planet head, if you will. So everything folds back into the head. All right. The body is more of a cliffothic illusion. That's why we need to eat. That's why we need to sleep. That's why, life is consuming life. We have to eat flesh. We have to eat plants. Another thing about the Great Solar Flash that is worth noting is that it's known as the dawning of the sixth sun. So in the Mesoamerican pantheon, like the Toltecs, the Mexica, the Aztecs, the Mayans, we have these solar cycles governed by certain beings. We have the first sun, the second sun, third sun, fourth sun. Right now we are in the fifth sun. But in the sixth sun, according to the Toltec prophecies, there are certain spiritual developments that take place that significantly differ from the previous solar cycles. In the sixth sun, there is a grand solar illumination on a global scale. And this solar activation, if you will be purging out a lot of old, archaic practices such as cannibalism and human sacrifice, which was a form in the old world of getting these pranic life force activations. In the sixth sun, these practices are not going to exist. And it's not going to even be necessary. So with these practices coming to an end, you will be seeing a lot of Nephilimic, vampiric type of influences that participate in these practices starting to be purged and dissolved. So a lot of the control systems, a lot of the fallen angelic matrices on the planet, the old Babylon system completely collapsing under this sixth sun, or this great solar flash. And one thing I will note from my journey works regarding the great solar flash is that it's always been here. This great solar flash, in a way, is a dimension that's sort of outside of time. So all of these sacrifices that these beings or people in power have been utilizing was keeping us in a temporal illusion of physicality of this 3D matrix. These sacrifices affect the temporal, the linear time matrix of this planet. And everything that we observe regarding our physical reality, all the circumstances we're under, whether it be financial issues, relationship issues, health issues, whatever it may be, they're all a result of these temporal distortions created by these rituals, these practices, and these sacrifices. So during this great solar flash event, all these things are going to be popped out of the collective like pimples. They're going to be popped out. These pimples are like time pockets, rituals, anchors that lower this planet's frequency into this dense 3D time-space externalized reality. It's the shells, okay? It's the shells. We're living in a shell reality. these empty, chaotic shells, or the cliffas, right? The cliffoth, the underworld. There are shadows of the underworld intertwined with our reality, which is causing this reality to appear heavy and dense and draining. And this solar flash is going to, in a way, burn away this reality. And that's going to cause a lot of upheaval, because when these things come to the surface, it's affecting the very molecular structure and web, this cosmic web, this design, the carbon-based reality here. So a lot of people are going to become very hypersexual. They're going to start becoming very hot-headed. People are going to have very short attention spans, shot nervous systems, or completely fried nervous systems. And it's going to be really difficult for a lot of people to adapt. So our entire molecular structure is going to change, not just in our bodies, but our realities as a whole. So as this 3D matrix starts to dissolve, you will dissolve with it. You will collapse with it if you are not going through the necessary transformations. And that's one of the reasons I share the Olympian flame practice on this channel. There's a reason this channel exists. It's so that you all can acclimate to this great solar flash. This great solar flash is Olympus coming to Earth, nothing more. And that is another prophecy of the Toltecs, the Toltec prophecy. Another prophecy of the Toltecs is that heaven will be recognized and experienced on Earth. That's a real thing. Heaven will be experienced on Earth. Because heaven is Earth. And Earth is heaven. And we've been feeding these illusions, thinking that it's somewhere out there. Or it's when you die, when you transcend, or you got to take some DMT to go up there. No, heaven is here right now. Another temporal distortion. So this great solar flash is going to bring up a lot of upheaval. It's going to force us to change, right? Gen Z now doesn't want to party. They don't want to have kids. They don't want to have families. They don't want to really do anything, right? Gen Z is taking this transformation head on, and I can resonate with that because I'm Gen Z. And let me tell you, the things I've had to go through to acclimate to this stuff, I know for a fact my millennial family members or Gen X, my parents, my family members, people that I know that are older than me would not be able to handle this. They just would not be able to handle it. And again, that doesn't go for everyone. Some people awaken, but most people don't. But moving on, what can you do to adapt to this great solar flash? I'll tell you. You want to have this Olympian flame practice established. Okay, we have some videos on the Olympian flame. We have some practical knowledge, some practices involved that you can use daily. But you want to drink a lot of water, okay? Because with this solar activity, your body's going to start heating up a lot. So you want to drink a lot of water. You want to, have a couple spoons of ghee every day. Organic ghee, obviously. This is really good to have a slow burning fire in your auric field. So ghee, water, grounding, being around large bodies of water, and just kind of isolating yourself from a lot of human social scenes, if I'm going to be honest. Because It's not going to get any prettier out there. If anything, it's going to get uglier. I'm going to keep it real too. Not everyone's going to make it through this transformation. I'm just going to be real here. You know, a lot of people are not ready for this transformation. And it's going to be ramped up. Like this year, 2026, is when a lot of this stuff is going to go through a phase of no return. This is the point of no return. There was a lot of time since 2012, right? 2019. We're in 2026 now. And if you are still who you are with no change, no development, no shedding, nothing, then it's kind of on you at that point. You know, I'm going to be real here. So that is one thing. You know, this great solar flash is going to trigger a lot of people. It's going to come with a lot of revelations. But it's going to change the molecular holographic structure of our planet, our bodies, our minds, our emotions, everything is going to change. This great solar flash is Olympus coming to Earth. All right. Olympus is the highest state, the highest expression of Earth. But if you really want to acclimate to these changes, I really recommend checking out the previous videos on the Olympian Flame. And also check out the Temple Patreon, as there is a solar angel transformation incantation on there, as well as various other spells and chants that can help with up-leveling your being into this new realm, into this new reality. But that is where I'll be ending it for now. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your feedback and comments in the comment section below. And until next time.